Welcome to another new episode of True of My Chest. Let's start with first news story, posted by Chewed Up by Life. I had a stroke this week. I'm a single dad of two school-age kids. What the hell do I do? I'm their much older half-brother, and I got custody after our dad died. Their mom is in active addiction, and won't get help for her paranoid schizophrenia. You know it's bad if the courts awarded their half-brother custody, and it's been an awesome 4 years. But on Tuesday I had a stroke. Out of nowhere. No previous heart issues, great blood pressure anytime I'm at the doc. I'm a combat vet, I keep in good health. No drugs, no alcohol. I'm so shocked by this. And all I can think about is that what if there's another stroke and it's worse? I'm all these kids have. And they've been through so much. They don't know it was a stroke. They just know I'm here for some tests and I downplayed it. And my mom came here to take care of the kids while I'm in the hospital. Like part of me has been so depressed for so long and suicidal at times that I'm legit like take me, but I love these kids. Like I birthed them myself and I want to stay around for them. My one son is autistic and may need me longer term. But our sad was sick and what a drag that was for them. I hope and pray I can pull it together and do whatever I can to get in better health so I can be present for the Mabs, watch them grow, graduate, go off to college, and bring their kids over. That's how I had it all planned in my head. But I'm so tired. Abs, this headache is killer. This hospital's so cold. But please just let me get a good prognosis for my boys. And my cats. They all depend on me, and I'm so blessed to have them. Anyways, I'm just rambling. Thanks for listening. Edit. Thank everyone so much for the kind words. I do have a current will. There is a parenting plan in place in case something happens to me, and it's approved by the courts. It was Roxui to get custody. I do have life insurance and it's current, and I still have trigger cause I'm a 100% PNT disabled vet. I will talk to the social worker people at the hospital, but I plan on sitting around to see these kids grow up and have kids of their own. Your words are awesome, love you guys. People have given some suggestion to OP on this post. Let's see. First suggestion from Bright Ad. Is there a social worker at the hospital you can talk to get set up with services? Most hospitals have them. I'm so sorry. Next suggestion from Grandmaster Joke. Your typing is amazing for someone who had a stroke only this week. When I had my stroke, my doctor told me to stay off the computer for 2 weeks. Not that I could type anyway. You will probably need to offload the kids for a while, so you can get your MRI done and recuperate. BTW, strokes affect the brain, not the heart. Next suggestion from Mel G. Hey, I just want to let you know my husband had a bad stroke at 37. He's now 53, and if you didn't know, you'd never tell. His only long-term symptoms are headaches, neuralgia, which he's on a beta blocker for, and some slight weakness in his left arm. No more flexed arm hangs for him. All that to say, you can get through this. Take each step at a time, and don't stress too much over what may or may not happen in the future XX. Next suggestion from Interesting Rice. Hello. If you're still having that terrible headache, please tell your nurse or doctor. Next suggestion from Tiny Green Turtles. I'm so sorry. Please ask to speak to a hospital social worker. Let's read today's second news story, posted by Agreeable Ask. I have a backup plan. Before my boyfriend started dating me seriously, he knew this. Now that he is my fiance, he wants me to get rid of it. I'm not doing it, and I don't understand why I should. I have always had a backup plan. My backup plan includes a place to live, money for general expenses and a rainy day fund. It's more complicated than that, but that's the gist of it. I like having it, and I have explained to previous partners that I have one, and I'll let them decide if they're okay with it. My fiance knew this before he started dating me exclusively. He knew that if we ever got married, I would require a prenuptial agreement and a request that this backup plan stays intact. A couple days ago, he told me he wasn't okay with this plan any longer. I don't think that's fair. He comes from a wealthy family and the prenuptial agreement protects him, and I should have something that protects me. I'm actually finding myself really angry about this, because I was an open book about this every step of the way, and now I feel like he's changed his mind. He says that having this plan makes it seem like I will leave him, while I think it protects me. I'm annoyed because it's not fair to me to change your mind when you knew my expectations from the very beginning. Edit, I put this post up because I was annoyed that he essentially told me this on Friday minutes before our meeting with the lawyers. I was and am annoyed, but he follows my Reddit account, so throw away. I don't tell every person about this plan, only ones that I've gotten serious with, which is a grand total of 2. The backup plan is complicated, but it doesn't screw him over in any way. It protects me, and I would be paying for the property and still contributing the same amount that he would be to our household expenses and savings. Now that he knows what the plan entails in depth, he wants to just not sign anything on both sides. This is a bad idea. I would be unprotected, but so would he, and he has way more than I do. He feels like I have one foot out the door. I don't. I love him, but my dad is a divorce lawyer, and from what I've heard and seen, better to protect yourself and not need it than no protection and then have to pick up the pieces. Both of our parents agree that a prenuptial is needed. I'm not getting rid of this plan. There is not anything that would make me compromise about this. I told him he has a decision to make because I'm not changing my mind. Yes, I told him about this post as more people have seen it. Rather, he finds out about it from me than someone else or just being on Reddit. People have given some suggestion to OP on this post. Let's see. First suggestion from Sandy. Every lawyer that I've listened to has said a good prenup protects both parties. Next suggestion from Dat Shunned Mom. He says that having this plan makes it seem like I will leave him. Isn't the same true about a prenup? That is a document in case he leaves you? It's not fair to me to change your mind when you knew my expectations from the very beginning. Like so many others, he assumed a ring would make you forget those silly things you think are important, and you would comply. Next suggestion from Rhea, she goes, do not give up your backup plan. Ever. Ever ever ever. Next suggestion from Broma. He is displaying why you have that backup plan in the first place. Next suggestion from Flaming Gala. There's a lot of people jumping to assumptions about your boyfriend's character because he shared a feeling with you, which is far better than harboring an issue. That's not to say what he's feeling is right or wrong, but it is something to explore together. Finding out why it is a challenge for him is key. Perhaps he feels that it is a sign that you are not fully invested in your relationship and needs reassurance. It could also be more complex than that. You also don't have to agree on the outcome, but agree to move past it. Either way, good communication will need to be the foundation of your relationship. Let's read today's third news story, posted by Samba. I'm a mother who is about to abandon her child. Trigger warning sap. I'm a female, age of 26, have plans to offer a settlement to my daughters, age of 2, father, age of 35, offering him giving up complete parental rights. I don't want to be a mother anymore. This is not due to the job of being a mother's, but the trauma for me that has come with it. I got pregnant when I was 22 with, let's call him Jack. We had only known each other 6 months prior to that. He shamed me and denied the child was his. He blocked me. I began the process of adoption. When he was contacted to sign rights over to adoption agency, he blocked the adoption. Jack contacted me and asked for a prenatal DNA test which confirmed, let's call her Anna, was his child. We moved in together for the remainder of the pregnancy. He was verbally and physically abusive. You're going to be one of those mothers you see on the news to throw your baby off a bridge or drown her in a bathtub. When Anna came, we lived separately. I found out that Jack had been consulting with attorneys in the last 3 months of my pregnancy. I offered joint custody. He filed for full physical and full legal. This was 3 years ago. We are still to this day in horrific custody litigation. My daughter expressed molestations. DCF found it to be unsupported because Anna did not disclose when interviewed. I lost custody after having full legal and full custody for the entirety of my daughter's life, being my daughter's main caretaker. Now I only have supervised visitation due to fear of interference of father-daughter relationship. This entire custody litigation has been trauma. Jack is relentless. He lives for the fight. This is how he gets his was in life. He exhausts people until they don't want to deal with him anymore, so they give him what he wants. I just want some peace after 3 years. I'm exhausted. I'm in debt because of attorney fees. I believe my daughter is being molested and I can't help her. I'm being tormented on a regular basis by Jack. I have proof of alienation by Jack to Anna. Daddy says, "You're bad and I don't want to talk to you." The horse is bad because daddy says I don't like it. Sobbing, "I'm not allowed to love mama because daddy will be so sad." All to which my attorney advises, I'm not allowed to use in court due to certain laws in how this evidence was obtained. When I do see Anna, she is not herself. She is not the child I worked so hard to raise. We are no longer connected, as Jack has always wanted. I have no more fight in me. I will abandon my daughter. I will not feel regret, because I will be free. People have given some suggestion to OP on this post. Let's see. First suggestion from 1000 at biatch. Ask the court to appoint a guardian ad litem for Anna. That person is her attorney and one is usually appointed anytime there is a custody issue. Ask for a home study to be done. Because of your income and debt level, it may be done free of charge and he may actually have to foot the bill for it. Your daughter's safety is at stake. Be her champion, because you know something is wrong. Next suggestion from Sadhu. My son's father was also similar. I'll let myself get brutally beaten by him, so that I could send him to prison. That was 7 years ago, and he's still there away from me and my son. I've since married to a man who loves my son as his own. We have a beautiful home together, and even a dog. Happy endings do exist. Honey, hang in there. Commit to being your daughter's champion. Your opportunity will come, and when it does, become a warrior. Justice will come. Wait for it. Step back and give yourself time, if necessary. Be patient. Be in it for the long haul, because I promise you, these kids are worth it. Next suggestion from Quit It. Do you have any family you can tap in to help with any of this? A mom to make you meals, a cousin to help with the lawyer, an old teacher you trusted, a local DV organization. You seem to be in a really impossible situation. Your daughter needs you really badly right now. Who can you reach out to for help? Next suggestion from Your Wine. Honestly, I agree with everything that was said before. If the only thing you have right now are supervised visits with your manipulated daughter, that's what you take. Show her and the authorities that you are there for her consistently. Sooner or later people will listen to her. Maybe the dad will even get tired of providing for her. Just don't give up. Next suggestion from Lengthiness Fresh. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you should think of your daughter's safety, and if you want her to be raised by a man like this, he is abusive to you. Your daughter may be being molested. He's actively trying to sabotage any relationship you and her have, all at the age of 2, so imagine how much worse it'll get when she gets older. Thank you.